Yo, what is going on, you untrustworthy unpheasant? Gonna be playing some games with Spelltag Malamar today. The only two real interesting things that I got going on the list is -1 Giratina plus that second Mimikyu, because Zacian hits really hard and we like hitting him really hard back. And then I got Unpheasant in here, or Cramorant, not Unpheasant. I got Unpheasant on the mind, Cramorant instead of the Esper. That's it. Everything else is pretty standard as far as Malamar goes. Before we get into some games, I just want to say that if you didn't know, I do stream live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/AzulGG, pretty much daily, not always every weekend, but usually every weekend. So you can go catch me playing some PTCGO over there and some other stuff sometimes. Yeah, let's get into some games. Okay, we're getting into our first game here. We did win the coin flip, but we are going to opt to go second, because I do like going second with Malamar. I think it's gives you a bigger advantage overall. The only matchup we really want to go first in is the ADP Zacian matchup, but besides that, I think going second definitely is the optimal route to go. And I guess I'm going to be never mind. Blacephalon is the deck our opponent's playing. I was going to say wishing I had gone first here. If they were playing 2 mulligans, we will draw those. That's pretty good draws. Yeah. Don't think I want to bench anything in case they fee on us. They are playing Baby Blound, so they probably don't have a way to bump or move our active around, move it out of the way, whatever you want to say. So we're just going to go ahead and chill like this. This is a pretty good matchup. Definitely a good matchup. We just need to set up, get attacking with the Giratina, and just kind of take over from there. They usually have to put a 2 prizer in play, but we can also just catch up in the prize trade by having spell tags on our Giratina and eventually knocking out one of their Jirachis through the spell tag damage. So yeah, it's a good matchup. So long as we set up and do our thing. That's basically it. If we just do our thing, we will be good to go. Okay, there is a heads. They woke up. They don't have anything else set up right now. We don't have anything else set up right now. There is a Cynthia. That'll help us set up some other stuff, though. So not dead in the water quite yet. We're working on it. All right. Giratina down. Attach. Spell tag. We could bench the Baby Blound. It's definitely not necessary, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it down. Actually, we're gonna use it eventually, so most likely gonna use it eventually. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it down, take it out of the deck. Don't really want to draw back into it or anything like that, so seems okay to me. Kind of want to put down this other Jirachi in Stellar Wish. We could switch it to Stellar Wish and then switch out. I could save the Viridian Forest next turn to have a way to discard something into the discard pile. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I think we're just passing then. Yeah, I kind of want to use another Stellar Wish. No, I'm just going to pass. They didn't have a ridiculously good turn 1. Who knows if they even have access to a knockout this turn. I think this will be fine. I was definitely big time debating what to do there. Also, holding the Viridian Forest means we get to counter one of their stadiums. It doesn't actively do anything for us unless we got 2 uses out of it, which is pretty unlikely to happen to get 2 uses out of it. The Baby Blacephalon deck plays 2 or 3 stadiums and like a stadium nav usually, so yeah, it's a good chance. Whoa, they just got rid of a welder, so that makes me a little bit nervous. Them discarding a welder off an Acro Bike usually means that they have a welder. So that means they probably have an attack here. There's another Jirachi. We haven't seen the Baby Blound come down yet, or a Quick Ball. So they might be what they're missing here, is the Baby Blacephalon. Maybe they don't have a welder in hand and they were choosing between the Baby Blacephalon and the welder. Here they grab a welder. So I think that's maybe what happened there. I guess we'll see for sure here in just a second. There's a welder to a Jirachi though, so that means they just don't have a Baby Blound. That is what they're missing here. There's a Big Blound, so it looks like I'm gonna go with the Burst GX here. Now I'm definitely pretty thankful that we did not use the Viridian Forest here. Or Viridian Forest, yeah. No, put second Jirachi down. I was like, there's something else I was thinking about as well. Yeah, put the second Jirachi down. Pretty thankful we did not put the second Jirachi down. Because it would have been stuck. That would have not been good. We wanted to have the bench space open for something else. There's the Baby stuff. Wait, they did have... No, they got the Quick Ball off the welder. Definitely got the Quick Ball off the welder. There's the Burst GX. We're awake. See what our top deck is. This is Cynthia. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Viridian Forest and then just play the Cynthia. I don't want to lose all these supporters for the most part. And we got everything we needed here to get off this turn 2 attack with Giratina, which is all we are looking to do. Just attack on turn 2 with Giratina. Going to thin out the deck before we use that Stellar Wish, increase the odds of it seeing better cards. Ideally, another spell tag would be pretty good. Quick Ball is okay. Treasure is okay. I think I'm gonna take the Acro Bike because I don't really need or want anything specific right now. So yeah, there's no reason to grab. I don't really want a Pokemon off a Quick Ball or a Treasure. So yeah, let's just go like this and just see how it works from here. Quick Ball or Escape Board there. Retreat. And gonna go ahead and just hit. Don't really want to use the Acro Bike. I don't need anything, but I'll have it for next turn. Gonna go ahead and put it on the Malamar because if we put it on our active, then they only need 2 energy with the Mind Blown to knock us out. So we definitely want to make them work that little bit extra, that little bit harder to get the knockout if they want to take the knockout this turn with the Blacephalon GX. They don't have to, but I think that's the route they're going to be going. I don't see what else they would possibly do here. And then we can attack this again with Giratina. It's not super efficient to attack this with Giratina because... no, I guess it'll be fine, but it looks like they're with the welder here that they're going to opt to do something else because it's only 50 damage from getting knocked out. So, but we're probably going to knock this out with Giratina, especially because it looks like they're going to be using the baby Blacephalon to attack with this turn, as they did opt to welder 2 here and attach here. So that makes me think that they are not attacking with the Blacephalon GX. I think, no, just the Bursting Burn. Okay, that is actually pretty annoying, though. It does confuse us. We do have a 3 switch in our deck, so it's not too worrisome. Not too worried about maybe getting that switch. We'll probably get the switch. Here goes an Acro Bike. I'm going to grab the Quick Ball. Nothing to really Quick Ball for right now, though, so I think I'm just going to Cynthia. Once again, saving the supporter, saving the, what's it called? There is the switch. So we're just all good. Ready to go. Gonna go ahead and Viridian away a Psychic here, I guess. Go ahead and grab ourselves another Psychic. Just want to check my switch counting here. 2 switch and an Escape Board. Okay, cool. First GX is down, so I don't mind filling my bench anymore. The one thing I do actually want to kind of grab here is that Mew. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out some Psychic recharges. May as well utilize them while we can. Yeah, I want to grab that Mew. Protect our bench from the Cramorant. The potential of getting Cramoranted, whatever. Put the Recycle here. Once again, Psychic Recharge here. And yeah, can't get Cramoranted. We're attacking with the Giratina. We are in a ridiculously good spot for this matchup. Just gonna put 40 more here on this Malamar. Like I said, our bench is protected from the Mew, from the Cramorant to protect our bench. And there's a concession. I'm not surprised. They're in a bad spot in that one, in that situation. So yeah, easy dub. All right, getting into another one. Lost the coin flip on this one, so if I had to guess, I'd say we are going second, but that's what we want with Malamar. We are 100% content with going second. Did open the Giratina and 2 spell tags. Okay, we'll see what our opponent's playing. And there's a Zacian, so if I had to guess, I would guess it is the ADP Zacian. Maybe they'll whiff that turn 1 attachment to the ADP and give us 2 turns to try and find the Latios to pull that up. But there is a Quick Ball. They probably have an energy, so we got to go for that Latios turn 1 ASAP and try and pull off that GX attack. There's a unit energy. You don't see this very much anymore in the ADPs, so it's probably the Guzman Hala build, just fine. But that is probably the kind of build our opponent is playing, so we're looking out for that, because usually it's the basic energies and the energy spinners. So let's see, another Quick Ball. Okay, well, we can get a lot of Pokemon, sheesh, but we do want spell tags as well. That makes this a little awkward, but I guess we're gonna go for Latios. Let's take a look. There's only 2 switches in the deck and we have to hit one of them, so we're just gonna go hard for that switch. Latios, Quick Ball, get ourselves an Inkay. And then probably Quick Ball, get ourselves another Inkay, I think, yeah. So if I get a switch, I'm going right into the Latios. Unless I got switch and a skateboard and Jirachi, then I would do a Stellar Wish, I guess. But I'm confident we'll find a Pokemon. A skateboard, switch, and the baby Blacephalon. We did it. Gonna check the Acro Bike. Ooh, Inkay or Viridian Forest. Good question. I think I want... Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know which one I want. I'm kind of torn here. I think I'm gonna go with the Viridian Forest. Let's go with the Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest, get rid of the Psychic, get a Psychic. Yeah, pretty crazy that we're actually able to pull off this attack here on the first turn. The rest of it's a little shaky. We're down 2 spell tags. 2 second discards, nice. We did lose an Inkay as well, which can get a little bit iffy. So yeah, it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy. We did pull off what we wanted to get off, which is the clear vision attack, meaning our opponent can't use alter creation. That is a crushing hammer from our opponent. So they got crushing hammers in ADPization. You don't see that very often. Yeah, so we're just gonna probably try and hit with that Shadow Impact on the next turn, just get some damage into play, just hit the Zation, set it up to be cleaned up later on. It's not ridiculously good because we usually want to try and one-shot the Zations after they use Brave Blade with Mimikyu. So yeah, maybe I should have got, now I'm like kind of thinking back, maybe I should have got Jirachi so I could, if I had the Escape Board, if I do get the Escape Board like I got, I could put it there. There's an Absol that's super annoying actually to deal with because now we can't even retreat our Latios because it is stopped by the retreating because of that Dark Ambition ability. Yeah, this has gotten extremely awkward actually. Like I said, it kind of felt kind of awkward. Now it's feeling extremely awkward. There's a treasure. It's helpful. Gonna get ourselves a Malamar. Yeah, feeling extremely awkward right now with the way things are going and progressing so far. Another Malamar is pretty good. They can't GX attack next turn, so they're setting up for the Ultimate Ray, as we can see here. They're going to Ultimate Ray into my Latios. So I want to tag Purge, but that means I'd have to sacrifice something for our turn. Viridian Forest away this first. If we get the other switch, we can actually attack with Giratina, which sounds pretty good to me. Don't want to Ordinary Rod anything yet. Acro Bike, there's a Quick Ball and an Energy. We're not running out of energy anytime soon though. So I guess we're gonna go like this. Psychic Recharge twice, then attach active, I guess, is what I'm looking at here. We could use Fireworks Bomb. That doesn't seem ridiculously strong though. See, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it like this. Like Recharge, Psychic Recharge, and then yeah, attach active. I'm not going to retreat yet. I actually want them to hit this with Ultimate Ray because they won't actually get the knockout. And then I could bench the Jirachi. I don't think we're going to get knocked out though. We could get knocked out though. In which case I'd want the Jirachi plus Escape Board. So I guess we do just bench the Jirachi. I'm going to hold the Escape Board though, because there's some other ways I can use the Escape Board potentially. So I'm going to hold the Escape Board. Maybe I shouldn't have attached the Spell Tag as fast as I did, because there was no way this was getting knocked out. Well, it could have got knocked out by a Brave Blade, I guess. So I guess I'm wrong in saying that. It definitely could have got knocked out. Here comes another Crushing Hammer. Thankfully a Tails this time. Here comes another Crushing Hammer. Thankfully it is also a Tails. That'll make things a little bit easier for us. Yeah, Crushing Hammer is coming in hard and fast from our opponent. Yeah, Frying Pan's gonna be annoying. That's actually one of the reasons it was kind of scary to lose these spell tags, because we need to get these 2 damage counters. We have this spell tag here. We don't have any spell tags anywhere else yet though. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna draw for turn. We will, Psychic Recharge once here, retreat Psychic Recharge once to the Latios, maybe get another energy and attach it to the Latios. Was that a switch into the Jirachi? I think it was. They could actually knock this out this turn with the Zation. That'd be fine with me though. We would put 2 spell tag damage here. We get the revenge attack with the Copycat. We'd have it for sure if they don't remove this Viridian Forest, but they might get that removal, which would be unfortunate for us. And then we'd have to figure out a way to 2-shot this. So the other spell tag damage would probably go here. Then we could hit it with Giratina, then maybe hit it with Mimikyu. At least one of the damage would go there. There's a catcher from our opponent. That is not good for us. I don't know what they would go for here for sure to catch her up, but catching our Giratina would be annoying. Going after a Malamar would probably be the worst thing for us. It looks like they whiffed the attack though, as they are opting to go with the Intrepid Sword, which is super good for us. The top deck Cynthia, also great. Gonna Escape Board Jirachi, and then yeah, play that Cynthia, draw some fresh cards here. Acro Bike. I'm gonna start with Viridian Forest away the Jirachi. Get a Psychic out of the deck. The Recycle Energy is prized. Otherwise, I was gonna probably dig for that with the Acro Bike, but because it is prized, I am not. I'll throw this here. retreat into the Giratina. And I'm actually going to Psychic Recharge over here onto the Jirachi to set up a pivot so we can get into any attacker we want on the next turn. And then Shadow Impact, knock out the Jirachi, get our first prize card of the game here. I'm going to hit my own Giratina. I don't want to build up damage on the bench to have them then use like Mew's side power or something to clean up some prize cards if they would rather do that for the turn. So we don't want to give them that as an option. So we're just going to go ahead and hit our own Giratina here, limit my opponent's options on their turn. And then, yeah, we'll see what else they got here. Another Zacian making its way down. So this Zacian can attack this turn. Like I said, we don't have a spell tag here, which is a little bit annoying for us because, oh, I guess I could have used the Acro Bike to dig for the spell tag. Oops, I should have done that. Yeah, if we can ever get anything with Acro Bike, we should always go for it. Spell tag would have actually been pretty good here. Because they'll copycat into the Zacian, I guess, on the next turn with a spell tag, and that would also have the same effect. If they use the Zacian, they could also go with that ultimate array here, in which case we would respond with the Latios, forcing out the Zacian to respond to that, and then we'd look to snipe this with the Cramorant later on. Yeah, look to snipe this with the Cramorant later on, and knock out the Zacian. When the Zacian has to respond to this, we'll put 2 there with spell tag, and then we'll use the copycat to knock it out. Yeah, and that would be that's gonna be our game plan. Yeah, here comes that ultimate array, so it's breaking down just how I want it to. Probably want to try and get another Inkay in play next one. Ooh, no, it's double custom. They're chasing the Malamars. All right, this is not going how I want it to at all anymore. There goes our Malamar. There goes the ultimate ray. It should be fine though. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm not too worried about it. We could ultimate ray back with Mimikyu if we really want to, but I don't think I want to do that. Let's set up Jirachi, see what we top deck. Tis a quick ball. Thinking, let's quick ball away a treasure. Get the Inkay, 2 Malamar in there. Ordinary Rod also in the deck. Can utilize that as well. I do want to attack with this eventually. We're just not going to be able to attack with it this turn because I didn't attach the energy there last turn. Going to go with the Acro Bike right now. Take the Forest just in case they have stadiums of their own they're going to put in play. That would be annoying for us to deal with. Going to attach the Latios, play this Cynthia. We're actually just kind of running out of cards in our deck. Only 16 cards left. Hopefully we see that spell tag that we can put on this Giratina. And then I'm going to Psychic Recharge over to the Latios, which you definitely probably want to try and utilize at some point. We'll see. Want to keep the rest of the cards. I will Stellar Wish. We will grab the other Viridian Forest. Yeah, running out of energy is actually kind of a concern here. But here we go. Shadow Impact for 130. Let's see if they have more ways around our active. They're out of custom catchers, but they probably play a Great Catcher. I will hit the Malamar once, I think, here. Don't want to put too much damage on the Giratina. We can hit the Giratina one more time. 50 HP left seems pretty safe still. I think that should be just fine. Yeah, we'll see what they got. We'll see what they got. I'm interested to see how this game develops from here, actually. There's a lot of... All right, they play catchers. All right, I was hoping it was... So they got catchers and crushing hammers. That is annoying. That's super annoying, man. Holy moly, how do we deal with this? We're going to have to Ordinary Rod back in a Malamar and an Inkay to keep establishing consistent energy acceleration here. Yeah. Yeah, they got the crushings and the catchers. All right. It's kind of like Pedro's list, but with no scoop ups and with the crushings instead almost. All right. Let's take a look. If they have scoop ups in here as well and scoop this thing up after we hit it, we're in trouble. I think I just sent up the Tina here. There is one energy in there, but we're just going to go treasure away the Viridian Forest, get the Malamar. And I think I'm going to shuffle back in the Ordinary Rod. Shuffle 2 Pokemon. Let's do both, actually. We have a Malamar in the deck, so I could go double Inkay, so we increase our chances of finding the Inkay this turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then the Psychic. Yeah, we just really want to find the Inkay this turn. And then I will Cynthia here. 13 card deck. Once again, not that many cards left at all. No Inkay. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Psychic, get a Psychic here. I will Psychic Recharge to the Jirachi to give us more options. And then, yeah, Shadow Impact. Hitting once again with Giratina. We keep hitting with him. It's working out so far, though. I'll hit my own Malamar here. Yeah, no Inkay here was a little bit unfortunate for us. But we're like out of quick balls. We had one treasure left. So we pretty much just had to draw into the Inkay itself. Here comes another catcher. Oh, no. Malamar is going down again. This is scary. We are completely out of energy acceleration on board. We have just these guys to work with here. I think I'm hitting with Latios this turn. I think I'm gonna hit with Latios this turn. See where that goes. We need to get that treasure this turn to get that set up. Yeah, that's just super unfortunate. No spell tags have triggered, and our opponent's in a great spot. We could have looked to maybe set up this Blacephalon instead. Maybe I messed up a little bit by not trying to make that work out. All right, Stellar Wish. We have the treasure. Finally gonna knock this out. How many catches do they have left? Potentially 2. That is scary. Get rid of the Jirachi. We have no energy left. Get the Inkay. We will be drawing 3 prize cards here. We could get our Recycle Energy. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna retreat and attack. Retreat to the Giratina, actually. I was thinking about using the Latios, but I don't want to feed our opponent the Latios for the 2 prize cards, I don't think. Oof. All right. Retreat. And then Shadow Impact. Take the knockout. Put 40 on the Baby Blound, which we weren't able to use this game, unfortunately, because we didn't have the energy acceleration on this turn to utilize it. I keep investing in this Latios. That feels kind of incorrect the more I'm like thinking about it and seeing how the game plays out. Got our Recycle Energy to work with, so that is good. We have a Malamar in the deck, so we can get 2 energy into play next turn. I maybe should have benched Mimikyu and attached to it. My fear with that, I don't know what my fear with that was. I maybe should have just done that. I think overall we actually just need them to knock this thing out. Spell tag trigger, and then we can get the win on our turn with Mimikyu, Malamar, attach Psychic Recharge, take the knockout. Yeah, not having access to Recycle Energy as well definitely hurt us when we don't have that much energy acceleration to work with. They weren't really knocking anything out, though. They were using ADP for, what, 3 turns in a row there, which really hurt us because we weren't able to 2-shot it. Usually we want to 2-shot the ADP, but when they don't trigger a spell tag and they've got that, actually that wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, we had no energy acceleration to use different attackers. They didn't trigger spell tags. Maybe I should have tried to use Latios more aggressively to force out the Zacian. That's probably what I should have done. But I guess they were getting the catcher heads anyway, so they wouldn't have cared. They would have just kept Ultimate Rain off the bench. Here comes Zacian with the Brave Blade. Do they have another catcher to work with is the question. And once again, dodge my spell tag, because with the Frying Pan, they don't. Okay, with the Frying Pan, we do wrap this one up then. It was super close here towards the end. I was getting scared that we might not be able to pull it off, but we do have it here with the Copycat Mimikyu. As soon as we get this Malamar out of our deck, gonna go ahead and Acro Bike, get the Malamar, and we're gonna put him to use here at the end of the game to finish off our opponent's Zacian. Yeah, definitely not played the most ideally for myself, but the matchup's pretty good if we get that clear vision like we did. We just need to use Copycat eventually for a knockout on Zacian usually, and then that will clean up the game once we've used the clear vision, as we do right here, and we get the dub. But it was a super close one. That's going to do it for these games with the Malamar deck, guys. If you guys enjoyed the games, give the video a like, enjoy the content, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.